Gypsy. First few announcements. My website, Gypsy Witch Creations, is still down and being reconstructed. I'm pretty sure I'll have it back up by this weekend, which is probably like the 5th or the 6th of November. It'll be back up. Same URL, gypsywitchcreations.com. It is going to be different. It is just going to be my handmade items. Possibly I will be selling some items imported from artists from like Malaysia and stuff, because I have access to some beautiful artwork from people in that area of the world, artists from over there. It's just gorgeous, and I want to share it with everybody. Let's see. I need more patrons so I can start doing the games, the drawings to win free readings, free merchandise from Gypsy Witch Creations, question and answer night, the answers coming directly from the spirit realm. Let's see, what else? Yes, all the links are below. You can also find me on Odyssey, Odyssee, and you can find me on MeWe. Another announcement is my lifelong best friend, who you've heard me talk about. This is the one who, she's on this side. Wait, we're like this far apart on the issue. We had not an argument, a passionate discussion. Let's put it that way. It was not an argument, nothing. We are still best friends. And shortly after having this conversation, she sent me a very lovely book. See, people, you don't have to agree on the main issue of the day to be friends or be in each other's lives. Nobody needs to be kicked out of each other's lives for this stupid issue. So right after, in fact, the reason she called me that day was to tell me she was sending me this book, and then we got into the conversation about this. Okay? Anyways, this book, I'm not done with it yet. It is a beautiful book. One of the most beautiful books I have ever read. And it is called Braiding Sweetgrass. Oh my gosh. I'm enjoying this so much. She said she knew I would. It's right up my alley, living out in nature and stuff like that. But when I'm done, on my YouTube channel, I'm going to go through it like chapter by chapter, or do 2 chapters at a time. Up for discussion on here, excuse me. It's that good. Now, I've told you about contributionism, Ubuntu Society. She discusses something like this at the beginning of the book, but the Native Americans call it something else, and I think the way she describes it is easier to understand, because people, well, that's socialism. Oh, hell no, I don't do socialism. This is totally different. But the book's not all about that. It's just about that connection with nature, gratitude, the reciprocity. So we're going to go through this. It's about Native American culture and how they use plants, respect Mother Earth. I'm just so excited to share it with you guys, but we are going to be getting to this. We're going to do it in sections because I really want to get in depth on it. It's really great. Excuse me. So today, I'm sorry, I've been having, you live in the desert, you think you wouldn't have sinus problems. I'm having sinus problems. Today, I want to talk about an issue I've been thinking, I'm sorry, flies all over the place, about a lot lately, and it's been bothering me. I'm a very patriotic person, and for years and years, I have been brokenhearted about what I have been seeing going on in my own country, the United States of America. Because I love my country so much, my biggest problem is our government and the powers that be in this world. Loss of freedom of speech. People think we still have it. Oh, no, we don't. Loss of our freedoms that I've been watching, particularly since 9/11 happened. All kinds of things. And what I have watched throughout my lifetime is the deterioration of the family. Well, like my father and I, we talked about this back in the 80s, and my dad's in the afterlife now. We still talk about this. In the 1980s, sitcoms, all of a sudden, you'd have a sitcom. Every sitcom, the father was portrayed as a stupid idiot. and the rest of the family beat up on him emotionally. Yeah, and controlled him. And that was the start of the breakdown of the family. Now, if you want to correct things, the mother and father are equal, and run the, oops, Spirit got too close to the camera again. Was that you, Dad, getting emotional about this now? Things like that. If you want to correct maybe patriarchy, you don't bash the men. You need both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. If we keep bashing the opposite gender, we're not ever going to get to the equal balance. In a family unit, the mother and father are the heads of the household and make decisions together. That's how our family was, when I was growing up. But instead, they started men bashing. Yeah, the mother of 2 boys. Here we go again, guys. Spirits are awful active today. As the mother of 2 boys, I don't hate men. Now, there are men that are jerks. I stay away from. But guess what? There's women like that too I stay away from. It goes both ways. Now, I don't care who I insult here. A spiritually mature person is going to get that. Okay, there's always a few bad apples in every group, and it doesn't matter gender, whatever, and I'm the mother of boys. I have some really good men in my life, but then again, I've had some assholes in my life. So the family unit was torn down that way. When it comes to religion, I'm very spiritual, but I am not religious. However, I feel very strongly that if a certain religion works for a person and helps them along their spiritual path, their spiritual growth, go for it. What I don't believe in is forcing a religion on other people. If it's working for you, does not mean it's going to work for someone else. But if it works for you, go for it. That being said, I'm very patriotic. I'm a very family-oriented person. I believe in the family unit. I believe families should stay together. And what I have been seeing as a nomad are families being nomads together, traveling the country and homeschooling. Mother, father, and children are together all the time. I think that's wonderful. However, here's the problem. I don't know if I'd call myself a patriot, libertarian maybe. I'm not a political person, but here's what I believe. Government is way too big. We need little to no government. I believe so strongly in the ability of humankind that we can govern ourselves. And there are no saviors. You're an adult. Nobody's going to take care of you. You take care of yourself. Helping each other. I believe in family. Families helping families. And after that, community. Community. Help within the community. That's how I feel. I don't believe in government. I'm sorry, I don't. When you vote in someone new and you think things are going to get better, oh, hell no, they're not. One issue might get better, but you're going to have other problems. You vote in a politician, it's a politician. You're going to get the same old shit, Democrat, Republican, or 2 sides to the same coin. Okay? Now, I want to see better for my country. Now, every time I look into a group who feels the same way as I do, or I watch an alternative news program where they feel like I do, or whatever, here's the problem I run into that really bothers me. And this is not against Christians, because like I said, if Christianity works for you, keep it. They think that if you want, America to go back to being free and having a family unit and stuff, you must automatically be a Christian, and they automatically start throwing in, Bibles and Jesus and stuff like that, which is wrong. What I'm trying to say here is not every patriot is a Christian. You could be pagan. You could be a witch. You could be Jewish. And guess what, people? Sit down, because I'm about ready to shock you. You could be Muslim and be a patriotic American. Patriotism is not based on religion, on a religious belief. Ooh, spirits again getting close to the camera. It's not. Patriotism is love of your country and wanting the best, not just for your country, but for everybody who lives, every citizen in that country. And I'd like to take it a step further and make it globally. But I'm not a Christian, and I love America. I'm very patriotic, and I want to see our country improve. I want to see better. I don't mean we have to be the strongest and richest country in the world. That is not what I mean at all. We should have our freedoms. We always should. That's what this country was built upon, and we have lost that. The family unit is important, no matter what religion or nationality or race you are. It's important. I've never come across a culture where the family unit wasn't important. So when I go to join a group or watch videos where people, based on patriotism, and all of a sudden I feel left out, because all of a sudden we start talking about Jesus and carrying our Bibles and preaching and turning this country back into a Christian country, which was never really meant to be. That's not what it meant. It meant the freedom to worship as you wish, following whatever religion you wish in this country, or not. Just because most people came here were Christians in the beginning does not mean this was meant to be a Christian country. This was meant to be a country where you are free to be whoever you are, whatever religion you have chosen, whatever religion works for you. That's what this country was built on. That's what this country was meant to be. So if I want to join a patriot group, or I want to watch a video about patriotism, it automatically goes into Bibles and Christianity and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I should start a patriot group for witches and pagans. And maybe Jews can start one for themselves, and then American Muslims can do the same. Oh, guess what? We're promoting division. What's new about that? So no. Hi everyone, this is Gypsy from Gypsy Witch Creations and Psychic Services. First of all, I'd like to remind you that spirit readings are now open at gypsywitchcreations.com. Also, if you happen to be in the Southwest Arizona area, Southern California, I'm available for readings in person. And these are photos of my items I have in stock personally that you can buy from me in person instead of waiting for it in the mail. You can receive it right then and there. My wood paintings, the stock has diminished quite a bit. I have very little left, but the good news is I have more wood on the way and there's more paintings coming. You can see all of this available at gypsywitchcreations.com. And oh yes, don't forget about my new hair accessories line. I have other ideas coming soon that are going to be very unique and very beautiful. I don't like that. This is the gripe I have. We need to band together to build this country up. But our country is based on freedom. Which, yes, I have to admit, at the beginning of this country, with slavery going on, it was a farce. It was hypocritical. Okay? But we need to stop that shit. We need to bring back our freedoms for every citizen in this country. And then we need to spread it globally to other countries. And I don't mean being a military nation who has to be the richest and most powerful in the world. Every person in every country on this planet should have their choice of how they want to be run. Okay, so America can't go in stomping around claiming they're spreading democracy. It seems more like fascism to me. Yeah. Anyways, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our freedoms and our right to happiness, no matter who we are, no matter what religion we follow, no matter what color our skin is. And we should be able to join patriot groups to make our country strong. And I mean it in a loving manner, not militaristic, and not financially. Strong spiritually in here. We need to be able to join these groups without worrying, oh, wait, I'm not a Christian. I don't have a Bible. Can I bring my spell book? Can I bring my grimoire? Is it okay? I'm wearing a pentagram. I have trouble. I was going to go to a Patriot group. Then I started watching all these videos about other patriots and stuff and automatically went into Christianity, and I thought, well, I don't belong there. Well, if you're patriotic American and you're not Christian, where do you belong? This isn't about religion, people. It has nothing to do with religion. Christians don't have the monopoly on having good family units. I was Christian the first 50 years of my life. I know better. I saw what truly goes on in Christian families. No different than any other people. They have their problems, whether they have Jesus or not. Everybody has problems on this planet. That's you incarnate here, expect it. They aren't any better families than anybody else or any other religion. This is about our country, about patriotism, not religion, not faith. We should have faith in the spiritual advancement of our country enough that we make it strong through freedom and love and our right to happiness. Everybody's right. Okay, and that's my gripe today. I'd like to get involved in patriotic movements, but I can't because I'm not a Christian. I would feel funny sitting there and everybody's talking about being able to carry their Bibles and, you know, talking about Jesus and stuff and bringing back the Christian family unit. I'd feel funny. I'd feel out of place. Why can't I have a family unit? You know, we need to change that. What's going on now is not about religion. It's about spirituality, our spiritual advancement as a human species. Not about religion. There is a difference. You can be spiritual and not be religious. You can be religious and not be spiritual. Or you can be religious and spiritual. There's all those options there. It's the spiritual part that counts the most. Because we are spirits in human bodies, okay? And because we are all spirits in human bodies, we don't need to be of one belief system to get this country back on track again, okay? Spiritual advancement, spirituality. Religion, religious and spiritual. That religion helps you grow spiritually, but just being religious is going through the motions blindly, not asking questions, not growing spiritually. Doing it because you were told it's the right thing to do. There's a big difference between those three. Forget what faith, what spiritual path we walk. We're all in this together, as they keep saying today. The issue is not a vaccine or a pandemic. It's getting the United States of America and then this planet back on track, where people have their creator-given rights and their freedoms throughout this planet. Then we will be catching up to the rest of this universe. The rest of this universe is much more advanced than planet Earth, and they're rooting for us to change our ways. Let's show them we can do it. I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.